We were working on hummingbirds and bumblebees. We got interested in the wildflowers because the bees and the hummingbirds rely on those wildflowers to make a living. And so we decided we'd set up a project trying to learn more about the floral resources, both the timing of those resources and their abundance. So we put up these 2 by 2 meter plots, went around every other day to count the flowers. By the end of that summer, we had a good idea. How many species can you find in a plot that size? Through the last inch or so of snow, you can start to see them coming up. And within a few days of the snow melt. Well, back in the 70s, nobody ever talked about climate change. Certainly not anthropogenic climate change caused by humans. And so it's fortuitous that we started this project back when we did, because that's allowed us to watch as, particularly since about the mid-1980s, things have really started to change. Yeah, I certainly didn't start out to study climate, but it's the only way I can understand what's happening with the ecology up here is to understand what's happening to the climate.
Here that were collected in all the different ponds in this region. So the ones that say caddis, those are caddis flies. Aphids are?
She told me that
as the climate has warmed, a lot of species are moving up in elevation, and so these scientists have a research site up at 11,000 feet, and they've seen a brand new species of caddisfly arrive there that they've never seen there before, and it's establishing in the ponds.
The mosquito that used to be down around the altitude of Gunnison and that's now up here is one of the ones that bites those white-crowned sparrows and transmits diseases like avian malaria. And that mosquito can also, unlike the ones that used to be up here, can also transmit West Nile virus. So there's the chance that we're going to have to worry about the spread of a disease up here because of the change in the insect vector.
Also, the other species, that Wyoming grouse,
it's coming.
is moving out.
Right.
Is
there?
Any place that you're familiar with, probably in your lifetime, you've seen changes happening. And then I can throw out these same examples of, we're seeing the moose responding to climate change, we're seeing ground squirrels responding, we're seeing bumblebees responding, we see all the plants and their pollinators responding. They're responding to the changing climate. If the climate weren't changing, we wouldn't see these kinds of changes happening. They've only melted out a few days and the flowering hasn't started in these plots yet.